Another key for productive discussion is how to help others get prepared. And that's really an important point, because people want to be productive. They want you to succeed, and you have to realize that. But at the same time, what you would want to do, you would also want to make them successful. And you can do it by following the small suggestions here on the screen. Number one is probably make a subject clear. I've seen so many times meeting like with the subject discussion, and that's really not a good thing. I always want to ask the question, what are we going to be discussing if this is the subject? Can we maybe just not have this meeting? That would be my first question. Or maybe others have availability, but I'm always busy, and maybe I'll not be able to participate. But putting something like very specific, maybe infrastructure upgrade project for Q1 of 2017, fiscal year 2017, or list of projects, discussion of list of projects, or financial planning, or maybe specific issue with the number that you want to discuss. So the clearer the subject, the better. Also, first line in my meeting invitation, I always try to say, okay, objective. This is what we're trying to accomplish. And these are the goals and the objectives. Another important point is you would want to share documents in advance. So if you're trying to make a decision or trying to share some information, it's always good to share it with people in advance so they can have pre-reading of this information before the discussion. And then during the meeting, they stay engaged because they already know high level of what the topic might be if they looked at it, but they definitely had an opportunities if you gave them all the links or attached all the documents to meeting invite, right? So that's the important point. Another approach might be is to have a discussion informally prior to the meeting with all the people that might be engaged. If you do that, you give them heads up. They know that this is coming. First of all, you will confirm that they will attend. Secondly, they will have time to think about their position for this discussion, their interests, and what they would like to accomplish. And maybe they will share it with you before the discussion right away when you approach them. Or maybe they'll bring it up during the meeting, but that helps them to get prepared and helps them feel good and helps them to be productive in preparation for the meetings. And another quick tip is I always try to include as much information relevant to the meeting inside the meeting itself. That just helps with planning. So if you use Outlook or Google Docs, I use different software for different projects that I'm working on. Outlook, you have calendar, and if you open up the meeting, you can have attachments there, you can have links there. Same thing with Google Calendar. You can have links to Google Docs, you can have documents attached. And I'm pretty sure the other modern software also has similar capabilities. So this helps because people do planning for the week, they do planning for the day, and if they see something on their calendar that they're interested in, whether it's maybe they would like to learn more about upcoming discussion, if they click on the meeting and all information is there, it's just a matter of seconds for them maybe to click on the link or to click on the attachment file and have everything ready and be able to review the documents. I wanted to thank you for your interest and would like to stay in touch. You have multiple ways to stay in touch with me. You can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Soft Skills Training. You can look me up on the Facebook. I have a page, Soft Skills Training with Vadim Michalenko. There's a site, Soft Skills Training, HQheadquarters.com. And make sure to check out my other training courses. And please leave a review. I always love those. I read them all, and it keeps me motivated and helps me come up with the ideas for the new courses.